Welcome back to my channel Get Rest with Knowledge. My name is Rohit. And in this session, we are going to be taking a look at managing users in the Oracle Autonomous Database. Let's get started. So you should already be aware that when you provision Autonomous Database for the first time, the admin user is already pre-created for you. And you would have provided that password when you created the database. After that, you are going to want to create additional users, either as end users who access the database or for your application to use the database. Doing so is very easy with the Autonomous Database. And we simplified the task by creating a role called DWROLE or Data Warehouse role for developers and data warehouse users. It's very easy to use. You simply specify a password. And that password adheres to Oracle's password complexity rules. And then you will find that the DWROLE includes the basic privileges that are required for a developer or a data warehouse user, analyst, etc., to use the database with that issue. Now, actually provisioning the user is very straightforward. There's no need to go ahead and specify default table spaces, temporary table spaces, or any of that. It's simply just a case create user, username identified by a password, and then specifying the privilege of the DWROLE to be assigned to that user. Now, this can be done through a regular client utility. However, if you don't have a client utility to connect to the database, then this can be done using the Database Actions console or the SQL Developer Web screen. Once you've got a database provisioned as well, you may find that you need to change the password for the admin user. That can be done through the regular client tools. However, we also provide a mechanism to do so within the console. It's simply a case of clicking the More Actions menu item in the console and then, in that drop-down, choosing the administrator password. And when you click that, it will bring up a pop-up, which prompts for the new password that you wish to update the system with. And once you provided that password, the system is updated for you. Now, let's create a user on Autonomous Database. You can quickly create Autonomous Database users with Database Actions. Click the Database Actions button. This screen shows development, data tools, administration, monitoring, and much more. Under Administration, click Database Users. On the Database Users page in the All Users area, click Create User. To create a new user, enter a username, a password. And enter the password again to confirm the password. Also, select any options you want to enable for the user graph, OML, or web access. Click Create User. You can manage user roles for Autonomous Database users with Oracle Database Actions. On the Database Users page in the card for the user you want to modify, click the Edit button to open the context menu for the user. Then select Edit. In the Edit User area, click Granted Roles. This displays the Granted Roles tab with the list of available roles in selection boxes. For each role, you can check Granted to grant the role, Admin to permit the user to grant the role to other users, and Default to use the default settings for Granted and Admin. Select the roles you want to grant to the user. For example, we selected DWROLE. Click Apply Changes. Users who want to use the built-in Data Transforms tool need an additional role called DATATRANSFORMSUSER. Select the role to grant to this user. And then click Apply Changes. So to wrap this up, you now understand how to change the password for the admin user in the Autonomous Database, how to create a user,